Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. Got an early video for NFL Sunday, September 21st. We got a full slate of all sports. We got two WNBA games for round 2. We got a full slate of MLB, and then we got Sunday night football. We're going to focus mostly on NFL, but I do have a couple props for WNBA and MLB. Most of the props for MLB are not posted yet, but there's a couple of them that I want to mention. So let's go head on over to WNBA first, and we're going to go straight to WNBA first half. And I'm going to go with the wagon I've been taking all past week, and that is Satu Sabali at 15. We've been getting her at 15.5 all the way up to 17.5. She's at 15. This is a tough matchup. Minnesota Lynx, they're going to need her. She's been a first half demon, as you can see, dating back all the way back to the end of the regular season. She had a tough matchup against defending champs, the Liberty, and she soared all 3 games. Going against the Lynx, some say they are the favorite to win it all. I think she goes over at 15. This is going to get bumped all the way up to 16, if not more. 15, I'm taking the over on this. Next one is Kelsey Mitchell. You can take her first half fantasy score, but I personally going to take her full game prop. The Fever, surprisingly, they advance without Caitlin Clark. You got to give it to them. Mitchell, Natasha Howard, they all been stepping up for the Fever. I'm going to go right back to Kelsey Mitchell. You can take her full game points. I'm just going to go 14.5. And same thing with Aja Wilson, 19.5. I've been taking these two props for the first round, and each time, all 3 games they cashed. Same thing with Kelsey Mitchell. All 3 games she cashed. So these are the 3 best for WNBA. You can take Chelsea Gray's assist at 4.5. As you can see, her regular line is popular. Even her demon's popular. I mean, she's been averaging 8 in the playoffs. She had 6, 9, and 8. Going against Indiana, I think she scores just a tad more in this one. But I still think she dishes the ball. You can get her at 4.5. And you can make that into a 4-man. But these are the 4 props that I like for WNBA. We're going to head on over to MLB. Not much is on the board. But we do have a full 15-game slate. And we're going to head on over to pitcher strikeouts. And I'm going to go with the young rookie from the Blue Jays who had an excellent debut. Trey, 4.5. He had 9 against the Rays. The Rays are tough to strike out. This is another tough matchup. The Royals do not strike out as much. So you can take the 4.5. I like it. It's going to get bumped to 5. 3.5, you want to play it safe. But I do like Trey in his second game. Sean Burke at 2.5 is solid. He's cashed this in 9 of the past 10. Tough matchup going against the Padres, but the Padres have not seen him. 2.5, this is very doable. Same thing with Michael King at 3.5. This is a good time to bounce back, especially the postseason right around the corner. They need this guy in the rotation. They need him healthy. Past 2 games coming off of injury. Not strikeout has been there, but I think he bounces back. He gets 5 strikeouts, 4 or 5 strikeouts against the White Sox. Goes at least 5 innings. He should be stretched out up to 5 innings. Michael King is that guy, 3.5. I'll be taking the over. These 3 are the solid ones I like. As far as Strider, Manea, I'm going to stay away from them. Spencer Strider has had a weird season. Same thing with Sean Manea. He has a tough matchup against the Nationals. Last time he faced him, he had 8 strikeouts. I think he regresses in this one. The Mets are spiraling out of control. They're losing the lead. As far as the wild cards, the Reds are right behind them. The D-backs are right behind them as well. But they do need a good start. But if you want to take them, you can take his 4.5. Not sure if he has a 3.5, but just stay away from them. I'm going to take these 3. As you can see, not a lot of props are up yet, but these are the 3 best for MLB. And let's head on over to NFL, where the bulk of this video is. And there's so many props I like. Don't forget about that free squirrel, Patrick Mahomes. But there's plenty of props to pick today. First one I like, and unfortunately a lot of the props that I do like are on the popular tab, but I can't help it. The matchups are there for them to go over. Bijan Robinson is one of them. Rushing yards, fantasy score, everything's in play for him. Personally, I like his rushing yards. You can take his Gabi. His rushing receiving touchdowns is solid, but his 110.5, 89.5, that could be a free square right there. Going against Carolina, Carolina is horrendous this season. If you're taking money line, the Falcons will win this game. He had 173 dating back to last season. The Panthers did not improve in the offseason, unfortunately. But Bijan Robinson, he's going to have a heck of a game. You can take the 79, 99. Just take his regular line, 110.5. He's going to soar over. Bijan Robinson, everything's in play for him. Fantasy score. So he is my first leg. Next up we're going to go with is Christian McCaffrey. 49ers are still have a lot of players out, but they're doing pretty good in this season. Obviously, they got Ricky Pearsall and Christian McCaffrey carrying the team. So any of these two guys, you can take them. Receiving yards. His rushing yards, I think this is another one, 111.5. If you want, you can take a Gobby for him. He has a 89.5. But either Christian McCaffrey or Pearsall are both in play. 56.5, that's pretty solid. They don't have that many props for him. Fantasy score is missing. But Christian McCaffrey, Ricky Pearsall, one of those two. And then we're going to head on over to Jonathan Taylor. Everybody's going to be on Jonathan Taylor. Rushing yards, rushing receiving. Everything's in play for him. Fantasy score, 165 against Denver. This guy's a beast. He had 218 last season rushing yards. This guy's a beast. He's going to have a heck of a season. Any Gobbies in play. This guy's a stud. Taking the over on any of his Gobbies, 91.5. His receptions at 2 is pretty solid. He's had 2 and 3 this season, so that could be in play. Then we're going to head on over to our next prop. And luckily, he is not on the popular slip. And that is Justin Herbert. This guy's going to have a heck of a season for the Chargers. Definitely a playoff contender. Everything's in play for Justin Herbert. Passing yards, fantasy score. Going against Denver, it's going to be a shootout. But I think the Chargers do edge out the Broncos in this one if you're taking money line, fantasy score, passing attempts. Everything's in play. I do like his rushing yards. Let's check where his rushing yards is at. And they do have... They do not have his rushing yards. Longest rush in 10.5. He's had 12 and 19 the first 2 games of the season against the Raiders and the Chiefs. Unfortunately, they do not have his rushing yards. They do. 20.5. It's actually been bumped. I saw this at 15.5. The start of the week, it's all the way up to 20.5. I think he can get there at 20.5. Check out his Gobby. 14.5, 9.5. That's a free score. 9.5 right here. Justin Herbert. Or you can go with his pass and rushing yards. Should be under 300. There you go. 275. 229. 219. That's solid. 219. You can get that just on passing yards alone. There it is. There's your free square right there. You can pair that with your free square at 0.5. Justin Herbert. 219. I think the Chargers go up 3-0. So Herbert is in play. Rushing yards or pass and rushing yards. He can get this on pass alone. Let's head on over to our next prop. So many to pick from. And I'm going to go with Jawan. Been taking him for the past 2 weeks. He's been cashing me. His receiving yards all the way up to 41. His regular line at the start of the season was at 24.5. And it's a Gobby now. 29, 39. Pick any of those options. 41.5. Going against the Seahawks. Definitely taking the over on this. 76 and 49. Any of his Gobbies in play, but I do like his spot for him. Fantasy score has been cashing as well. Both 15s. He's had 1 touchdown against the 49ers. He might get another one. Receptions, 3.5. You want to take the Gobby. But he's getting a lot of targets. 9, 11 targets. He's going to have a good season for the Saints. And last one. I mean, there's so many to pick where you can pick Dak Prescott's passing yards, Tyler Algier, Wan'Dale Robinson, Mahomes. Let's go with Franklin. He is high on my list. Troy Franklin from the Broncos. Number 1 receiver. Could possibly be the number 1 receiver for the Broncos this season. He's had a heck of a start, 44 and 89. Like I mentioned, this game might be a shootout. I do think the Chargers win this game, though. But Franklin, this is solid right here for Troy Franklin. 24, 19. Get 2 passes there. Here you go, 19 and a half. Cashes that. He's at 4 receptions. That's solid. He had 4 and 8. You can land somewhere. I think this is a good one, too. 4 receptions or receiving yards, either or. Kyle Pitts is also in play. So many to choose from, but these are the 6 strongest. Bijan Robinson, Justin Herbert are my favorites, followed by Jawan, Taylor. I mean, all 6 of them are my favorites. Big reason why I mentioned these. But make sure you have Bijan and Justin Herbert. Those are probably the best plays. If you're pairing up, if you need a pair, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, 219.5. Take your double up and walk. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate the support. And let's cash out. Enjoy your weekend and see you guys in the next one.